Hello, my YouTube family. I hope everyone is doing well. It is Tuesday, a brand new week, and I have got a brand new Dollar Tree haul to share with all of you. Every single item in this video came from the same location. This location is located in Poughkeepsie, and it's right across the street. It's in the shopping center where the Price Chopper is, but it's right across the street from the Wendy's and where they're putting a brand new Five Below. We have one just down the road in the Galleria Mall, but now we're going to have two Five Belows, just a regular walk-in location and one that you can get to in the mall. So that's really exciting. I don't know what the opening date's going to be, so I'll have to Google check it and find out. All right, so all these items came from that same location. I do have a couple of items from the plus section, which means items like $3 and $5, but depending on how the video goes, because I've got quite a big Dollar Tree haul. Lots of foodie finds and snacky finds and all kinds of other finds. It depends on where we go with the video, whether I do a second video or I get it all in tonight's video. I didn't get any time yesterday to get with all of you. It's just a crazy Monday. My Monday started off hectic and it just continued all the way through. Today was a good day though, and I want to share this because it made me feel so good. The road that I am on is called 4455. It's a main road that travels throughout our area. And there's some areas that the traffic is 55 miles an hour, and it happens to be 45 just around the corner from me. Anyways, I'm on my way to work, and I see something in the middle of the road, and I see cars doing all kinds of this, and to make a long story short, I approached this thing in the middle of the road that looked like a big black bucket. That's how big it was. And come to find out, it was a big old turtle just minding his own biz or her biz, wanting to cross the road. And I was like, this thing is never gonna make it. So I put my hazards on. I parked diagonally, blocking both lanes of traffic. I had quite a line on both directions, but nobody gave me a hard time. Nobody honked at me because they would have gotten the you-know-what. And I helped the turtle across the road, got the turtle into the grass, and, you know, I just made me feel so good. The turtle crossed the road, and that made me so happy. All right, me time. I've got a hot cuppa, I got my scissors, my ruler, and I am ready to rock and roll with all of you. This t-shirt's a bit big, but it's one of those ones from Dollar Tree that I got in the bag. And, you know, like I said, it's like a sleepy kind of shirt for me, or just a shirt to hang around the house in. I happen to have a pair of shorts on right now, but it's big. I haven't even washed it yet. But once you wash them, they shrink down pretty good. Okay, foodie finds. Let's get into it. We're going to start off with Snack Factory. It is pretzel crisps. Have you guys tried the lemon flavored ones? I wouldn't have thought, and I think I already mentioned this once, but I'll mention it again. The ones that came out that are lemon flavored, I didn't think I was going to like them, but a friend had them, and I tried one from her, and she was like, oh man, and they are really good. These, by the way, are 3 ounces, and they are buffalo wing style. That was a new one at the Dollar Tree for me. I hadn't seen this flavor at all. This one was a new flavor for me too at Dollar Tree. Garlic Parmesan. This one is also 3 ounces. And I had mentioned that I'm going to be going away for my birthday. And so I need to snack up on snacks anyway. So here we go. Last but not least, this one is 3 ounces as well. And this one is cheddar cheese. These are flavors I've like not seen before, but I have several Dollar Trees on the same road, and they all have something a little bit different. All right, this is by Harvest Hill. And this is good, by the way, until April 28th of 2027, so we have plenty of time. 8.5 ounces. It is a topping, and it says easy to bake. I don't remember seeing this one at Dollar Tree last year. I remember getting all the other ones, the cobbler mix and stuff like that, but I don't remember seeing this. And you know what's fun with these, a really inexpensive dessert? Get yourself one of these. Get yourself some butter, because that's basically what you need. And do all the stuff from Dollar Tree. It would be very inexpensive to do it, because they sell the jars of, well, they're not jars, they're cans. They have cherry, apple. I thought they had one other one of filling. So it'd be very inexpensive to do this like in a crock pot. Talk about crock pots. How about the cobbler mix? This one here just requires 4 tablespoons of butter, and then you're going to use 2/3 cup of milk. Pop it in a pan at 350 for, how long was this one? 30 to 35 minutes. Yummy, a little scoop of ice cream on top, and you got it made. You know, when we've got the hot weather, and it was in the high 90s today, you don't want to come home and turn the stove on. You want to keep things kind of cool. So if you can use your crock pot, whether it's for, you know, sweets and treats or regular foods, you're definitely saving the heat in your house. Harvest Hill Honey Cornbread and Muffin Mix. Also good till May 4th of 2027. Not sure if you can see that, but there it is. I love me some good cornbread. I'm a pig when it comes to cornbread. But so I did get 2 boxes. I hadn't seen this at Dollar Tree before. So I got 2 boxes of that. Nothing like a nice piece of cornbread with some butter, maybe sometimes some jelly. Now I'm getting hungry. All right, let's go over to Snack Pack. We've got all these brand names. Snack Pack's Juicy Gels Berry Blue Jello. Yummy in my tummy. I've got Jellos in the upstairs refrigerator and the downstairs refrigerator. I love me a cup of Jello. Now, this was new to me. I don't think I've ever even seen this flavor, but that might just be me. Lemon pudding. Lemon pudding snack pack? What? I was like, I have to give it a try, but my pudding's got to be cold, like really cold. So I'll be popping those into the refrigerator and checking them out later. All right, I did have, oh yeah, they're there. I wanted to get some of these to put in the cooler for when I go away, so I'll be cool with my cool pops. They have so many flavors in here now. Watermelon, tropical punch, berry punch, cherry, orange, grape, strawberry, and lemon lime. Yummy in my tummy, so I got a pack of those. And then I'm guilty, I got some more sweets, you know, because when you stop at like convenience stores and gas stations, if you got the munchies or whatever, stuff can be so expensive. So I was just grabbing, you know, whatever we don't use on vacay, we'll get used at some point. These are the Not So Sour Sweet Punch Bites. These are all 3.7 ounces. Yes, they are. They have the assortment, and this one is Dreamberry, Passion Punch, Grateful Grape, and Cotton Candy. Super, super fresh and soft. They also had the Strawberry, Green Apple, and Blue Raspberry. And then they have the Rad Reds, which are Strawberry, Watermelon, Cherry, and Raspberry. Every now and then I get fixated on this sweet and sour stuff. I don't know. I'm a-changing. All right. Over in where you get your hair products, barrettes and bows and things like that, I thought this was a great buy. By Planet Goody, you're getting 4 like medium size Munchie clips. I was like, that is a great set of 4, right? It's not real big. If you have long hair, if you have shorter hair, you've got the like smaller ones, which are great. So I've got those. I also picked up, I got a little bit of a mishmash going on over here, so bear with me a second. Oh, before I forget, I'll save that to the end. Never mind. All right, let's go over here. I'm talking to myself. I'm sorry, my bad. All right, these go with this. So I love to find things that I think are meant to go together. I always get excited about that. All right, so over in the housewares where you get your plastic cups and stuff like that, they have these 2 packs of Crayola cups. How cute are these? Now you're going to get 2 in a package, but I'm going to just give you a 360 because they're decorated all the way around. This would even make a great container on a teacher's desk or on anyone's desk just filled with crayons or markers. So I found these cups, so I grabbed these. But then right down the aisle, they had these little plastic tote containers, and it says Crayola. The first thing that I thought to myself was, oh my gosh, a birthday party for kids. You could do like this kind of stuff, put a little box of crayons in here. I was a little pack of candy. I was just having a ball with myself. So yeah, I thought these were so fun. These containers measure, oops, there goes some stuff. 6 inches by 4 inches. So 6 by 4, that's not including this little handle. Just so much fun. I wish they did the design on the other side, but listen to me moaning and groaning. I'm happy with it on the front. I think it's a cute little set, so I picked that up. They also had these, which I think are adorable as well. You get 2 in a package, and these are Mickey Mouse So you're going to get 2 containers. They're sealed in plastic. So there's a smaller container and then a bigger container. But here on the front, and I'm going to try to get the glare off for you. I don't know if you guys can see it. Well, that's the design of the first one. And then I don't think you guys can see it. That's the design of the second container that's in the package. So they had Mickey Mouse. They had Minnie. How cute would that be for like Valentine's Day? Not trying to push it, but I'm just saying. I don't think you're going to be able to see this one. And this is for somebody, or else I would open it up better. But there's the 2 different designs you get. And I really don't think you're going to see that second design. Then I found, oh my goodness, how cute is this? We have Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. There's also another one in there, and I don't think you can quite see that one either, so I'm not even going to bother. The largest of the 2 containers is 4 inches by 4 inches all the way around. Hand wash only. These are great for little treats or snacks, or those little bit of Cheerios that somebody may need a snack in the middle of the night, or anything that you like to, store something in. Those are perfect for that. They also had these. Talk about a bunch of Disney stuff. My goodness. We have, and these are basically ice trays. I don't want to tell you you could use chocolate molds in here because even though I've done it, I've made sure that the chocolate wasn't really, really hot so it doesn't burn it. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying something that I have tried. I'm going to show you that side first, which you really can't tell much, but there it is. It is all about Stitch. They had Stitch. They had Minnie Mouse, front and back, and then they had Mickey Mouse. Super cute little ice cube tray, little frozen juice tray. I just like to theme stuff. It just really is cool. All right, over in the aisle where you would get Q-tips. And that would be the aisle where you find your Band-Aids and your Boo-Boos and your stuff like that, your creams and your lotions. I thought this was a decent buy. Now, mind you, Q-tips, you use them mostly to clean ears and things like that, even though they say Q-tips aren't meant to clean ears, which makes no sense to me. But anyways, polishing cars, cleaning stuff. Yeah, I get that anal when it comes to the chrome under my hood. So I go through a lot of Q-tips. They had these, which are 1,000 buds, double-tipped cotton swabs. And it says, for mandatory men. For mandatory men. I got 2 boxes because that. 1, 2, 3. Patty, Cheryl, Barbara. Or was that Barbara in the lead? You guys are killing me here. You're killing me. All right, back to these. That's a really good buy. Great for donating for shelters or things like that, or just having here at home. Or like I said, we have Q-tips up in the shop because we use them all the time. You would be surprised at the stuff you need Q-tips for. All right, speaking of Q-tips, every now and then you get a boo-boo. I like to be prepared, well, as prepared as you can be. And I'm talking about bandages and things like that. Just like when, excuse me, we go to the drag strip. We have fire suits, we have helmets, we have gloves, we have boots. We have fire extinguishers. We have to have all these kinds of things. And God forbid we get an owie or a boo-boo and we're there. So I like to keep everything stocked up. This here I thought was kind of cool. And it's basically an elastic bandage wrap. It's one size fits all pretty much. But basically it's for compression. So you get an owie, you got something going on. You twang something a little bit, running around like a maniac, jumping around like a maniac. It's nice to have these kinds of things around, and sometimes these can get expensive. So these come with those funky little clips that we've all poked ourselves with a million times, but I got a couple packages of those to put in the trailer. And then I got this. You guys are going to laugh. Basically, it's called It's Fix, and it's a moleskin padding roll. It's thin, flexible cushioning designed to stay on all day. And it's basically a roll of like cushioning. You could use this for so many things. Sometimes you have a pair of shoes and maybe they should have been wider and you get that little corn on your side of your toe, not to sound gross, or a heel's rubbing or something. Anyways, you roll this out, you cut it to fit, and this can be used for many different things. I have a pair of gloves that I wear sometimes that they fit me perfectly, and I just have this one spot that rubs me and there's nothing in the glove. And so I took some of this, clipped it out, stuck it up in there, never had a problem since. I'm not saying that's going to work for you, but for me, it did work. So these things can be used for all different things, but it's basically to put inside your footwear. That's what it's meant for. But we know we use things for different things sometimes within reason. All right, I did get in the stationery section a couple of new magnetic notepads by Jot. These have 60 sheets in each. The first one, it says Happy Thoughts. How cute is that? And then there's your bottom design. Sometimes I don't even use those magnets. I just tear them off and I use these for pads on my desk. This one here, Focus on the Good. Great for shopping lists. Great for any kind of list. I'm still a pen and paper girl. I really do. I don't use my phone like everybody else uses their phone. I really don't. I still like to write things down. I like to go back in my notes. That's probably why I have a million notepads. Speaking of notepads, no, I'm kidding. They had these cute little stickers. I actually got 2 of them. These are made by the Teaching Tree. That's a little section in a Dollar Tree that has stuff for teachers, maybe moms or dads or whomever that are at home teaching their children. There's just lots of really cool stuff there. And I often go there for their stickers. This one has 122 in here. It's a glitter set, but when I saw them, I was like, oh my gosh, they are so cute. So let me get them in close and get the glare off, and then I'll just go up slowly. Of course, that donut caught my eye and the rainbow right away, but they are so fun. When I send Happy Mail, cards, letters, packages, I always like to sticker things up because a little sticker goes a long way, in my opinion. Also, they have these pens. And how I found out about them is the cashier I checked out with had one of these pens. I had to use it to sign for my card. And I was like, oh my gosh, where'd you get this pen? She's like, we have them. I went down the aisle, got pens after I checked out. These are by Journaling Incorporated. It's a prism retractable gel pen. It's all black ink and it's 0.07 millimeters. They are so cool. So cool. They write amazing. It's all rubbery and gel. So they had them in this pink. Now again, it's black ink. They had them in this mint green. Again, black ink. And then they had them in this really, really pretty lilac. So I could not decide between those colors. I was like, you know what? Putting them all in my desk, I'll use them up in a heartbeat. So all of them are 0.7 millimeters. And they write amazing. Boop, 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 boop. This was something that was on my wish list. And I found them. And I'm still up in the air about what I'm going to do with them. Because these are like multi-purpose. Oh my gosh, you could do anything with these. These are in the storage area in your Dollar Tree where they have their buckets. Oh my gosh, are these actually going to stick together? Nope. Where you have buckets and plasticware and things like that. Bear with me. I got them like all stacked up here together. So they stack together very, very well. It's just trying to get it apart on camera because, all right, there we go. All right, so you have a 3-tier. Boom, boom, boom. My mind was like going, because the first thing I'm thinking of is hand sanitizers, nail polishes. It's actually a spice rack. That's what they're calling it. But I love the tier. If you're into collecting durables or any kind of collectible, line your collectibles up. What's cool about them is they're clear. Put a couple together. Use them as spice racks in your cabinets if you have the room for them. I just think they're awesome and the possibilities are endless for these. This could even be like a staircase going into like a big gingerbread house or maybe a big wedding cake. You know, the bride and groom going up the stairs. How cool, right? Anyways, I thought that was really neat. I did get 4 because I have an idea in my head. We'll see if the idea squirrels on me or not, but I'll let you guys know. All right, makeup and beauty. There wasn't a whole bunch going on, but I did find something that was on my wish list. Voila. We have by Spa Essentials. This is, I was going to say Micicles water. Is it micellar water? Hydrates facial mist. And this one is clean and refresh. And it is with cucumber and hyaluronic acid. These guys are only 1 fluid ounce, but they look just like that. The sticker here on the back does peel off if you want it to. They had, was it 3 different ones I found? Or 4? No, I found 3 different ones. The next one is grape water, soothing facial mist, 100% grape water. And it's in this gorgeous lilac color. Very, very pretty. And then they had this yellow one. And this one is, oh yeah, like I know how to pronounce that word. Forget about it. There it is. I don't want to screw it up too much, you know, because I have everybody laughing at me already. No, I'm just kidding. Hypochlorous acid. Sorry guys, that's the best I can do for you. There was only 3 in the set. There are no other, I was going to say flavors, but as far as I'm aware of, there was only 3 in the set. If there's another one, please let me know down below because I totally missed it, totally. All right, so I do have some other things going on here to share with all of you, but I'm going to save that for the other video, which I'll probably hit you guys up with tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the middle of the week, a hump day haul, because I still have quite a bit going on here. And then what I'll do is the plus items, I'll add to it, and I found some more penny items. Yep, penny items are still out there. They're out there to be found. You just check your items in the scanners to find out what your price is. Because remember, whatever an item scans for in the store is the same thing that's going to scan in the register because they are connected. And don't forget that Dollar Tree also accepts valid coupons. That's a great deal when they've got brand names. All right, everybody, this me time is over with, but I've got a warm cup of tea at this point, and I'm going to go have some me time with Mia, which means play ball. She's been patiently waiting over there in the corner, just past her big toy box over there. You just can't see her, but until next time, everyone, thank you so much for watching and your support. A big hug from me to all of you. Bye for now.